大家好，欢迎来到我的小博客。Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the changes that expect the Chinese language learners who plan to take the HSK or Hanyu Shuiping Kaoshi. First of all, the HSK authority announced back in May that it was gonna overhaul the HSK testing system, but up to now, and by now I mean October 2020, there are still no official mock tests and we do not expect the changes to come into effect at least until next year. But I have scanned a lot of information on the Chinese internet for my students and I want to share it with you. So what do we know? In May, the official HSK Twitter released the new system overview. As you can see from the tweet, there are going to be 9 levels instead of 6. The 9 levels will be grouped by 3. Beginner level from 1 to 3, intermediate 1 to 6, and advanced from 7 to 9. As previously, levels 1 to 6 will be separate and test takers will know the exact vocabulary, characters and grammar point that are being tested for each level. But levels 7 to 9 will be more comprehensive and there will be no distinct quantitative indicators. What does that mean for the test takers? Probably there will be no separate lists of vocabulary and grammar for each of the advanced levels. But the difficulty of the listening and reading will probably increase from 7 to 9. The test creators are obviously trying to bring HSK more in line with the European framework of language testing, which tests competences more than specific lists of vocabulary and grammar points. In an article which accompanied the tweet, I will share the link in the description. You can see a scheme which shows that there will be 5 skills that are being tested. You can see them down here. It is listening, speaking, reading, writing and translation. Well, in the current test there are no speaking and translation and it is yet not confirmed. It is still not clear whether speaking and translation will be included in all levels or only in the advanced levels. So, will the new test be more difficult? Most likely, yes. In this table, you can find the number of syllables, vocabulary items, characters and grammar points you need to know for each level. So, for example, if you take the vocabulary column, to get HSK 1, you need to know 500 words. For HSK 2, you need to learn another 772 in addition to those 500, and the total you need to know is 1272. For the advanced levels, you need to know over 11,000 words. That is more or less the amount you need to know for proficiency in English. If you compare it with the current HSK, you can see the old version is much easier. And the highest level in the old system, HSK 6, is only somewhere about upper intermediate. The threshold HSK 1 is also much lower. You need only 150 words to pass HSK 1, but in the new version you will need 500 words to pass the very first level, the entry level. So, HSK is definitely becoming more difficult and more corresponding to the European framework of language testing. If you still consider whether to take HSK, my advice to you is to do it now, because it will be more difficult. Whether it is a good thing or a bad thing depends on who you ask. Okay, there are more words to learn, there is more grammar to master, but if you consider that the new test brings you more in line with the international standard, that is probably a good thing. If you offer a certificate of HSK 9, it means that you are highly proficient and near native level. I took both HSK 6 and C2 in English and they are nowhere near. Like, the English proficiency is much more difficult, the test is much more difficult than the current HSK. So actually I think that is a good thing. I consider taking the proficiency test once the new version is out. So subscribe to this channel, I will share more updates with you, or share in the comments below how you feel about the new changes. So see you next time, thanks for watching, bye bye!